And welcome back to the STPL. We're here for the third series of today. I am getting to the point of exhaustion, but the show must go on, and this series is enough to perk me up because it is fan favorites ReV against the new Valhalla team. And ReV didn't do the best in terms of wins in season 1, but they had some of the best series, like without a doubt. Like their players are all really amazingly fun to watch. Medinho is going to be here as well. Avi is going to be here after a long hiatus. Like I don't know if Avi even plays the game anymore. But yeah, I saw that Faust is going to be having fun watching his game. So yeah, Faust is also on ReV now, which is going to be interesting. I'd just like to say, while we have a moment, I do not do this enough. I need to work out how to put this into like my rotation of what I'm saying. But a huge shout out to Liquipedia for sponsoring the STPL. They have put $500 towards the initial prize pool, and also they are going to be doing a bracket contest when we get to the playoffs. If you can help Liquipedia, please do. As I said the other day, Liquipedia started with Brood War, and it's certainly not going to end with it. So let's do what we can to keep the Liquipedia alive for Brood War the best we can as well, and show it some love because it's so amazing. And also Maturino, so I've got my dashboard on my phone. So if you go to the Maturino link, Maturino, another sponsor of ours, are actually giving us 250-cent codes, so you can actually put in the code LSTPL, so Liquipedia STPL LSTPL, to donate 50 cents free to the prize pool. So please do that. There's 200 codes to use by the end of the season, and if we can use them up, we might get some more as well. So if we can use all of the codes as well as obviously Liquipedia's entry to the prize pool, that'll be $600 to start with. I think it's way too late for me to be doing maths, but regardless, huge shout outs to Maturino and Liquipedia for being so generous. And let's have a look at today's matchup. Okay, so we're gonna have Valhalla team versus Clan Revolution. Head to head, they met once in season 1, and Valhalla team did beat Clan Revolution, but this is going to be the revenge match. Now, unfortunately, I clicked the wrong button there somehow, so you got to see another overlay that we don't get to have a look. So, yeah, that was in season 1. This is a brand new season and a brand new set of players for both of these teams. Let's take a look at them. Okay, so we're going to start with a PvZ between DK and Avi. We're going to have a PvT between Last and Medinho. A TvZ between Forever and Faust. And a ZVP between HCS and CRVT. That is so weird names in that last game. I haven't actually been using the key matchup bar this season so far, but this series has one standout game. It is the one, the only, the return of Faust. Key matchup number 3. Let's go. I cannot wait for this game. I have no idea what Faust is going to have in store for us. Let me just try and move that so it's more in line. There we go. Faust, his games were absolutely incredible in season 1. I can't do this. Like, it's going to be so good. I can't do it. It's going to be too good, guys. I need help. We need to cheer for Faust because Faust needs this. I believe Faust is like one loss away from being the lowest ELO player in the STPL, but this could be his comeback, and it's going to be amazing. So do look forward to that game. We of course have to go through 2 games before that. And look at the players. We've got Avi for ReV. We've got Medinho for ReV. 2 of their absolute best players. 2 great players outside of, great Scandinavian players, Norway and Denmark. I believe, yeah. Avi, you're Danish, aren't you? And Medino is, of course, Norwegian. If you ever check either of their streams, I'm not sure how much Avi actually streams, but Medino streams a lot, and he sometimes streams wearing a Viking helmet. That goes to show how cool Medino is. Having a look at the player history, DK did only play one game. It was on Neo Outlier against DeWalt in the show match they played, which he did lose. So tough first opponent, and he's got a tough second opponent here as well in Avi, also known as Avilov, also known as Care Bear, also known as whatever name he's actually smurfing as on ladder at the current time. It could be me, it could be Cadenti, it could even be you. Avi, of course, from Denmark, an amazing Zerg player. He also does play TVZ. I don't know if he still does, but still, it's going to be amazing. And yeah, his player quote. That brings back a lot of PTSD. But Avi is actually 4-1 against Protoss. His win ratio is 60%, which is pretty damn good. As we get into our first map, it's going to be Neo Arkanoid. Now, this is actually going to be our second CVP that we've had. Zerg did win last time. Fairy took down Darking in the White Clan versus EF match in week 1. That was from actually yesterday. So that was a cool game. And I do always melt when Medino is playing. Medino and Radley, they're my two go-to guys. They're my favorites. So okay, let's have a look at the game. Obviously, it's just me solo casting, so I need to be careful. Well, I say that, but I've done everything bar load the replay. So I'll quickly do that. We can have another look, of course, at the wonderful, wonderful Neo Arkanoid. Neo Arkanoid has a lot of destructible buildings, and you'd think it would make aggression impossible, but earlier on today we had a ZVZ where someone went 2 hatchlings against someone rushing Spire on one base, and they lost. Boy. Thank you very much, Faust. Much appreciated for the 15-month resub with your Twitch Prime there. You've got the nice 1-year badge as well, so awesomely done. And unfortunately, I don't have a picture for Avilov, so I do need to get one. Yeah, here we go. Let's get into the game. Where are we? ReV versus Valhalla team. There we go. You'd think I'd have all this ready, guys, but unfortunately, when I'm solo casting, it's very difficult. So let's actually head into the game now. We'll watch the countdown together as we get started with game number 1. And I press P to unpause the replay, but I'm not even in the replay yet, so yeah, Hinmu has 시작하겠습니다. I can't say that word. I need to learn how to say that. It's so cool. But yeah, we do have in the top right hand corner the brown Protoss fighting for ReV. No, he's fighting for Valhalla team, sorry. It's DK. And in the bottom left-hand corner, cross positions, we do have the orange Zerg fighting for ReV. It's Avi. Now, CVP on this map, the last one we saw was kind of crazy. I can't actually remember it too much. We've casted so many games this week that they're kind of... It's strange. Like, I love each and every game from the STPL. I love being able to cast them. I love that you guys love tuning in to watch them. And I feel a huge amount of pride that you guys talk about my tournament sometimes when I don't mention it, because it makes me feel happy and warm on the inside. Obviously, Rapid gave it a huge shout out yesterday on the Pylon show as well. Unfortunately, Rapid could not be here for this series, but I'm sure from his dreams he is casting this match, because this is going to be a sick one. It's always good seeing Avi play, and it's always good seeing ReV and everyone else play, so... Look at these noobs spamming. Just to point out, I was reading Twitch chat there, so... Please do not have a go at me if you're in the YouTube comments. Yeah, I'm not having a go at the players, I promise. But we've got Avi going for a hatchery. Now, interestingly, Avi has chosen to build the hatchery at this base and not this base where he could go for the gas straight away. But I mean, you're going to go up to 3 hatchery, 4 hatchery, 5 hatchery anyway in ZVP, so it's not the biggest deal. Obviously 12 hatch going there down for Avilov. He could even, yeah, so he is actually going to be playing this super greedy, going for 12 hatch, and now starting to add on some drones. So Avi is essentially playing super greedy, but we saw in a ZVZ earlier, someone just built Lings and pushed through the middle of the map and actually won, because the other player had nothing. And when this map was used in Pro League, like, I think it was a Pro League map, we also saw that with Jangby versus Anytime, where Anytime just built 2 gates, built a ton of units, and went and killed his opponent. So, Avi's playing very risky here. Like, this, luckily enough for him, is going to work. But Avi can't build Lings, so yeah, he's not going to be the one busting through. But when you're going for a build that's this greedy, like, you're not going to need to worry about that, because your main focus is not dying. Now, we do have DK breaking down these Chrysalists, so DK is going to play this super greatly as well. But unlike Avi, DK obviously does have these 2 Zealots, which will help out a lot. And TT1, it's risky because it's actually deceptively... It's a lot easier to break through the middle than it actually looks. So, if DK had gone for 2 gate and was just pushing through with Zealots, Avi would most likely just fall over here. But double Evo Chamber from our Danish Zerg here. Going to be looking to get those upgrades going right away. Playing super, super greedy though. DK doesn't know where Avi spawned, but that, seriously, like, that doesn't matter. Like, I've seen games on this map where you essentially just break down every corner, and eventually you'll either see an Overlord, so you know where to go, or you can do something else. But I guess, but there is definitely some Protoss all-ins I've seen on this map, TT1, so it is possible. It's just very, very, very risky. Like, there's a huge risk involved to both players, but say for instance, like, at this point, DK breaks in with like 8 Zealots, because maybe that's a little bit too early for that many, but you should be able to break through around about this time. We saw that in the ZVZ earlier. All of a sudden, like, Avi doesn't have anything to defend, so... Okay, we've got a Corsair out. Obviously, this is going to help him scout. He is going to be able to push this Overlord back if he finds it. Now, I did hear an Overlord attacking something. Sorry, a Corsair attacking something. I guess he must have killed an Overlord. Did I miss that? No. Oh, there was a third Corsair. Okay, that makes so much more sense. It's orange versus brown, guys. It's very difficult to see that on a desert map, but I am very much looking forward to seeing the different colors as of next week. I have put a rule in place that people can't pick colors that are too similar, just to make it easier for me to cast, because yellow versus white is impossible. Brown versus orange, a little bit more doable. I know a lot of people have been complaining about the colors on Team Liquid, but I think it's a really, really nice change. It is going to be double range upgrades. Well, of course, it's going to be ranged attack and carapace, which affects all ground Zerg units. That's still good. Now, we've got the Robo coming up. Now, Avi, of course, he is losing a lot of Overlords. DK is doing a really good job of finding them and killing them. It's not easy to find Overlords out in the middle of the map, but DK is doing a really good job. Now, we can see Avi is starting to break through. Now, this could go a different way. So I said before that DK could push through. Right, but what if Avi breaks through the middle and just floods with Hydras? There's no cannons. Like, we're going to see a pylon up here. This is going to be 4 cannons at the start. Playing 3v3 will change my mind about the colors. Well, I'm certain, but surely you can shift tab in 3v3 as well. Now, the Corsairs He loses a Corsair to the Hydras, but does get another Overlord. I mean, I don't really think that was necessarily worth it. But the next gas is coming up. This is going to be 2 gas for Abby. There is a 5th hatchery coming up over here. And here come the Corsairs trying, 6th hatchery too, to try and find their way into those Overlords. But there we go. Looks like we are going to have back in his base. It's Corsair Reaver. I would say you couldn't possibly get a better build on a better map for Corsair Reaver. Like, what is the Zerg gonna do about your Reavers? They can't push you. I mean, they can. I mean, the Zerglings have actually pushed through now, so they can get to do something. Yeah, let's have a look. So, Abby's breaking through. Corsair's still flying around, just scouting exactly what's going on. He is not in the dark about anything. He's seen the fact there's double Evo. 2-2 is already on the way. So these Hydras are going to be incredibly well upgraded. I don't know if you can agree, TT1, but this reminds me of a really, old school build where you just go double upgrade super fast. It's kind of the kind of build that Drone likes to go for in ZVZ. Not CVZ, CVP even. He really likes his double upgrades, and I mean, if you're on a map like this, why not? You're not going to get attacked, you know exactly what's going on, well, at least you did until all of your Overlords died. So you feel pretty safe. The Corsairs still can't actually do anything, +1 attack has been built on them. Oh, this could be 2 dead Overlords. This could be pretty big. 1 doesn't get the second and does lose a Corsair. Needs to be very careful with these, because even though you are going for Corsairs, a Muir switch is possible. Now, looks like I actually turned off Abby's vision somehow, so we'll turn that back on. Now, Abby's got a lot of Hydras here. Now, we should have the first Reaver out very shortly. As a matter of fact, there may be a shuttle out on the map now. No, he's actually only just now getting the Reaver. He's waiting for a shuttle speed, so here we go. Yeah, he does. So he's gonna wait for shuttle speed and go to do a little bit of harass. Obviously 2 Reavers is always going to be better than 1. The problem that Abby is going to have by building this hatchery here, if the Reavers drop in this part of the map, it's going to be very difficult for the Hydras to get around. So they're going to have to go through these minerals, go through this choke point. So if DK can see this, which he has done with his Corsairs, then that's going to be really important. Now, Abby is pushing forward through into the middle of the map. He's trying to clear as many of these neutral buildings out as possible to make it as open as possible as well. But here we go, the Corsairs. They've scouted the hatcheries. The shuttle's done. But shuttle speed is done as well. Okay, it looks like we're going to have a expansion coming up before the Reaver harass. It feels to me a little bit like DK is playing a little bit too defensively. Like, he knows that Abby is going double upgrade, so the longer this game goes on, unless he is also going for double upgrade, which he's not. Fleet Beacon. This is going to be for D-Web, so the additional Corsairs makes a lot of sense. When you're going for Corsair Reaver, D-Web is most certainly a good choice, but it could also be for carriers. Carriers against Zerg are surprisingly effective. Now, the shuttle has been spotted, the Reavers have been spotted as well, but unfortunately Abby isn't really going to be able to do too much. He is going to take a 4th base over here. DK is going to expand down to the bottom right, so luckily enough for him, Abby didn't break his way through to there. And let's have a look. Is it going to be carriers? It must be. 3 Stargates, 3 carriers. Interceptor upgrade should be on the way now. And is... Where is the... Where's the Cyber Core? Am I just being blind? Oh, it's up here. +1. Yeah, I was checking if he had +1. Oh my god, the Scourge going for the shuttle. 1 Scourge looks like it connected. Can he get the shuttle? This could be massive. Looks like the Scourge are going to retreat. They're back at home, but 2 Reavers is not something you want to be losing. But with +1 already done, that's +2 on the way. And it looks like the Scourge going to go in, get some scouting information done of their own. Avi does not know about the triple Stargate. He has absolutely no idea what his Protoss opponent is doing. Now, 3-3 Hydras against Interceptors is not a position you want to be in as Protoss. But it's going to be 3 carriers at a time. 4 Stargates. There's going to be 7 carriers when this next set of 4 carriers finish. Now, Avi is going to look to try and do some damage now. He wants to break through. You can see DK already preparing with the photon cannon, sees this coming. We should see the Reavers heading on over. Yep, here we go. Going to get those in position. But Avi needs to try and do some damage. He doesn't know what's going on. He's got no vision whatsoever. The Reavers are going to be here, going to help out. No Reaver upgrade, at least on the damage. But it looks like there's no capacity upgrade either. But cannon at the front. The carriers should be out on the way as well. Here we go, let's see what's happening. The Hydra's going to try and push through. Oh no, the pylon actually dudding out. The Scarab needs to remove this pylon, to be honest. But he just kind of wants to block the best he can. Now, Avi's actually going to go around to the side. The carriers, have they been spotted? He doesn't see them just yet. And now he does. Avi is going to be interested. Is this going to be a D-Web? I don't think he actually managed to get D-Web in the end. But these carriers don't have full interceptors, so they're not going to do anything. And Avi's going to get in. He's going to get in on top of the carriers. The carriers haven't been pulled back. Now they are. But not far enough. The cannons. Oh, he's getting at one of the carriers. The Hydra's breaking in. A carrier goes down. Oh, Avi is in such a good position right now. There's actually a drop going on over on the right-hand base as well. Avi is in 2 places at once. He's pushed in the front. He's killed all of the probes over at this 3rd base. And the carrier's in completely the wrong position. There is going to be 6 carriers in just a moment. But what are you going to do against 3-3 Hydra? Okay, 2-2 Hydralisks. He never actually went for 3-3. Unless it just finished. No. So he never went for 3-3 upgrades. But just look at the macro from Avilov. So many Hydras. Absolutely everywhere. He's going to be able to push through. And the Corsair's going to start going down as well. There's very little that DK can actually do about this. He's going to have 1 million Hydras coming in from the south side of his base. The Interceptor's going down before they even really get a chance to do anything. And the Reavers are completely AFK. And here we go, another big drop. This is the same drop from before. Relifting for some reason. Actually loses one of the Overlords. But there's Hydras from both angles once again. The Hydra's trying to push in over on the left. It looks like so. Oh, okay, there goes Corsairs, the D-Web even. But does he have the Interceptor upgrade? Because it feels like he's missing it. He has held for now, but he lost 2 of his bases. Avi never actually expanded over on the right-hand side, or left-hand side even. I don't know if I missed something. But DK never expanded either. But it looks like he's held on. And now there's 6 carriers, so I mean, this is going to get dangerous. Okay, so Avi is in a really good position, but he's lost another Overlord. I think the, yeah, he lost a good number of Overlords in those drops, so the D-Web is done. That's going to make it a lot more difficult for these Hydras, but he needs to be careful. These Corsairs are going to be incredibly important. Now, is there a Spore Colony? No, no Spore Colony over here. There is a Queen's Nest being added on. Ensnare isn't too bad against carriers, but I guess he's more going to Parasite one of them so he knows where they are. But you can see the Hydras, they don't have 3-3. He's up against +2 attack on these carriers. Let's actually try and get one of the Interceptors. There we go. +2 attack. D-Web is going to make this harder, but wow, Avi is trying to get under the carriers, but he can't. The D-Web is so strong. He does kill one of the carriers, but all of the Hydras are actually going down. Really good carrier micro here by DK after everything at the beginning. And Avi has just lost his entire army once again, only trading for 1 carrier. And the carriers are going to get over the dead space now. There is absolutely no way for Avi to attack these. And you can see the Spore Colonies are now coming in. Only 2 of them though. And these carriers with +2 attack are going to be doing a lot of damage. Now, here we go. 8 damage per carrier shot. So this is a lot. And there is a good number. Oh, okay. Here come the Scourge. These Scourge could be absolutely pivotal. How is the cloning? it's very difficult to kill Scourge with carriers. So let's see how Abby can do it. Let's zoom out just a little bit, keeping an eye on the carrier count here. As the carriers, they only one of them falls, actually. Oh no, 2 fell. 3 fell. Good defense here by Avalov after all of that. Okay, D-Web coming down, blocking those Hydras from being able to attack. But look at all the Scourge! Another carrier goes down, another carrier goes down. 1 remains. And Abby has held on. He didn't lose the base. He's got a 4th base coming up now. DK has managed to re-expand. And there are 2 additional carriers on the way, with another 2. There's actually 1 AFK back up here. That must have just finished. So we're going to go back up to 6 carriers, but those Scourge were absolutely pivotal. Now they're going to see that this base is coming up down in the right, trying to find the other Spire, the other carriers, but unfortunately he's not going to do it. And obviously when you're using carriers for D-Web, they're not necessarily going to be with your army, so... Well, they are eventually, but he's losing them. Avi is doing such a phenomenal job pushing around with these Hydras, getting the best trades he possibly can against the carriers. But, I mean, there's 14 kills on these Reavers, which is nothing to scoff at. And here we go, the Scourge coming in again. The Corsairs are in a dangerous spot. Looks like the Corsairs are going to move forward. Are they going to see each other? No, so not yet, but here comes the drop going into the bottom right. This base is 100% forfeit. Trying to keep an eye on the minimap. The Corsairs, they find the Scourge. Can they take it out? But there's so many Scourge. Losing another 3 or 4 Corsairs for that. Not a position you want to be in. The drones transferring over to this 4th base now. Avalov's economy is absolutely insane. Is there 3-3 yet? No 3-3. I don't know if Abby's made a conscious decision not to go for 3-3, but he's taken a 5th base now. He's going to have a 6th base opportunity as well. And here comes the Reaver. This Reaver is going to try and get as much... Oh, that's unfortunate. He thinks this is the 4th. He doesn't know about this base, but just think of how many toasty drones there could be down there. And I mean, Avi, all he has to do is deny the Protoss 4th base. And that's going to be so easy for him. He's got such good mobility with the drops, with the fact he cleared out the majority of the middle of the map. The Reavers up here have denied this base. It looks like Avi didn't cancel that for some reason. But the Hydras are going to come in. Oh, wow. Oh my god, the drones are in the worst possible position here. The drones have just come out of a dropship. Oh, it looks like he's not wanting to risk the Reaver losses. Ah, yes, you need... Oh, he has Hive now. Still no 3-3 though, but Great Aspire. Now, Great Aspire is one of the best choices you could go for. In the ad I made for STPL, we saw... I can't remember which Zerg it was, but we had... Oh, okay, there's an overlord going to go down. We had Pre go for carriers, and Devourers are absolutely sick good against carriers. Oh my god, all the Scourge coming in, but the Corsairs trading perfectly... And this is, how many carriers? This is 6 carriers again. The Hydras, they're going to be able to take down a good number of these Interceptors, but unlike Goliath, like, Hydras don't have similar range. And oh my god, the Reaver's coming in here as well, just adding insult to injury. The D-Webs perfectly placed. The Hydras are unable to do anything. And now we've seen DK catapult himself into a position of power in this game. If he can secure this base... That's another base worth of minerals. Obviously, his natural is mined out, his main is mined out, and his 3rd, because he lost it, is actually quite healthy, even the gas. But he does need more minerals, so he's going to need this base. And here we go, the Reavers in the 28 kills. My goodness, this is a Reaver. Oh, and those Scarabs on the drones as well. Avi doesn't have a 4th base yet. Could DK have done it? Avi has played so well. But DK, with the sheer number of carriers coming back time and time again, the Reavers with the absolute perfect Scarabs. Wow. What an amazing game we've just had here. But a drop going down in the top right of the map. The final remaining base of DK is going to go down if Avi can defend. Well, he doesn't have any mining. There's no minerals mining for Avi anymore. This is 100% a base trade. There is nothing that Avi can do to mine. He does have a hatchery down here, but he's not going to be able to defend it with anything. The Hydras are going to go down in the middle of the map. He's trying to go... Oh, DK's trying to get Nexus up here. Can Avi win this game? I don't think he can. He doesn't have enough, but he's got 100 supply. Okay, he needs the perfect Scourge here. He needs to get rid of all of those Corsairs. If he can do that... Oh my god, the Corsairs have moved out the way. The Corsairs are gone. If Avi goes in now, there's nothing to contest. Where are the Scourge? Avi, the Scourge, go for the carriers. Okay, Avi has not gone for the carriers for some reason. The Corsairs are going to be up with them. This could be a fatal error in this game. But here come the Scourge. How is the cloning? Is the cloning good? 2 of the carriers go down. Is that enough, though? Avi is not mining. He is not okay, he's mining a little bit, but not really. Oh, the Hydras are coming back from the Overlords. Can he get in a position to defend this base? The Corsairs are out of position now. There's 2 Hydras stuck in the middle of the map, but that's not too... Okay, here comes more Scourge. Let's have a look at what happens. There's actually another... Well, there's still 4 carriers. Oh my god, the Corsairs are out of the way again. The Devourer's not attacking the right thing. The Scourge getting confused. They're hitting the Interceptors. A massive mistake. But one of the carriers going to go down. There's actually nothing that shoots down other than these carriers. Can the Mulus do it? They're out of position. The Acid Spores going down on top of the carriers. On top of the Interceptors. Another carrier falls. Can he kill another one? Spores on this one going to make it increasingly difficult. This is an incredible trade. The Corsair's going to be taking a lot of damage, but only 2 carriers remain. Avi is barely mining, but he's holding on. DK is fully mined out of all his bases. The only mining he has is the top left. This is an incredibly low econ, incredibly exciting situation. The carriers, they're caught in the open. The D-Web, can the D-Web save him? No! The carriers go down, and suddenly DK has nothing that can kill these drones. Avi, against all odds, has done it. He has the perfect engagements against the carriers time and time again. And he has so many units back in reserve. A single Hydralisk gonna find the only mining base here for DK. My goodness, Avi, what a game. DK as well. But this Hydralisk for some reason isn't attacking the probes. But just look at this. There's so many Scourge. There is no more production for DK. He has 4 Corsairs left. An empty shuttle. A shuttle with probes. But the second we have this drop coming in... Oh my god, is he going to try and kill him with drones? I think he's just going to go and kill him with drones, isn't he? Or is he just going to take the base? Maybe he's just going to take the base. Okay, yeah, he's going to do that. I thought he was going to style on him. But yeah, unfortunately we're not going to see that. Now, it's funny because DK is going to see these Hydras here and the drone. And there is absolutely nothing DK can do about this. He's going to start building probes. He's going to try and macro up. We can see Avi has his overlords. They are empty. He is also incredibly low economy. But he does have all of these Hydralisks. So Avi could win this game right here, right now. But he's apprehensive. He knows he's low economy. And he doesn't know exactly what DK has going on. He doesn't even know if he still has this base. So... Avi has to be incredibly, incredibly careful. The Scourge coming out. Can they catch the Corsairs? The Overlords being used as a trap. 2 of the Scourge do connect. Another one. Can he get it? I don't think he can. I think these Corsairs are going to get away. If he actually turns the Scourge from the front, these 2 onto this Corsair, he could probably kill it. But looks like the Corsairs are going to get away for now. Is there any cannons left? Yeah, there is. So these Scourge are going to go down. Wow. Nice pullback from Avi there. Okay, Avi is just going to go and win the game now, I think. There's absolutely nothing. Oh my god, there's a ReV. There's no damage upgrade, but there is a ReV. There's going to be a cannon. Oh, it's a pylon. Okay. Yeah, I think this is game over. There is going to be another... Well, wait, how many D-webs does he have? If he has D-web, maybe he can make something happen. First Scarab. Second Scarab. D-web in the wrong place. Oh! Third Scarab. That's got to be it. There is nothing remaining here for DK. Avi has 100% done it. He has won the game against Mass Carrier. GG! DK Tabcell, and what an amazing first game to this series. Okay, after the first two series, I was a little bit worried we wouldn't get an epic game, but we did. Avi, huge thank you to play in that game, and DK, both of you put up such an incredible fight, and it was such an amazing game to be able to sit there and watch. And I'm going to force Rapid to watch that game when he's awake. So that's a really, really sick game. That's going in the must-watch for sure. We are heading into possibly another game that could be must-watch. It's going to be Medinho versus Last when we get back after this short break. Neo Arkanoid also makes its appearance in STPL Season 2, a map from 2006. It's from the OGN Star League from back then, one of the early OSLs. And it's a semi-island map. I think one of the first of its kind that got major use after about the year 2004. It's one of a kind. I don't think I've ever seen another map like it. There's temples and power generators absolutely everywhere, making it very difficult to get through the middle of the map. The air units, of course, going to be very important here. The one problem all three races are going to have is the very easy to take second and third bases. They both have gas, but they are blocked by those chrysalises, so it makes it important to build a few aggressive units early on in order to get that second and third gas as soon as you can. Important thing to note, if you do open up that center, the rush distance is very small. Next up, we have the 2009 map that was used in Pro League. It is New Tornado. New Tornado is a relatively standard 4-player map. There is only 3 bases in each corner, very much like Fighting Spirit. That was kind of the style at the time of these kind of macro. Okay guys, we are back. We just saw an incredible series between Avi and DK, and we're going to be heading into game number 2. It's going to be a TVP, and we're going to start off here with VT's Last. VT's Last hasn't... Okay, I think it's actually picked up the other Last, because this is definitely not... Yeah, so I need to fix this. Ignore this history, we'll go on. This is going to be Medinho. This is definitely right. He's ranked 21. And not only has Medinho had some incredible games against some incredible players, he beat Bjol, he beat Best, but that's the red Best rather than the white Best. He beat Spire as well, and just an incredibly good Terran player from Norway. He also plays random as well. I think he's kind of like Drone. I think all of the Norwegian players play random. I think it's just a Norway thing. But yeah, Medinho is a great player. He has a great quote as well. Form is temporary, class is permanent. Really cool. Let's get into the map. We're going to be heading into Carthage 3. Carthage 3 is a really cool 2-player map. It can split really well. Scan kind of bodied Cruiser, unfortunately. Cruiser had a really cool idea with like this Bulldog. And it didn't work, unfortunately, against Scan. He lost 12 probes to Vultures, and it was all downhill from there. But Dragon took down Kiri in a pretty epic series. But Dragon did lose a lot of carriers throughout that game, which gave Kiri a chance to come back. So we've had some pretty amazing games so far. And let's get into game number 2 of ReV versus Valhalla team. Okay, starting us off in the top left-hand position, we do have the blue Protoss fighting for Valhalla team. It's last. VT's last is Protoss, yep. And in the bottom right-hand corner, we do have our yellow Terran fighting for Clan Revolution. It's Medinho. Now VT last is being cheeky. He is going to build a pylon in the middle of the map and 1 or 2 gateways. And we'll have to see how this goes, because either this could win the game or Medinho could hold it and Medinho could have an incredibly strong position. Now, one thing about Medinho that you may not know is he is an incredibly good 2v2 player, and his early game micro is some of the best we have in the STPL. So we saw the game between Medinho and Spire. His early game micro was impeccable, and his micro against Biol as well, obviously TVT micro is very different, was very, very good as well. So we'll have to see how Medinho is going to do it. Looks like this is going to be a gas steal. Is he going to be able to get it? Looks like he is. Medinho seemed to... I don't know, it felt like Medinho's barracks was late, but I guess not. But gas steal coming in. But Medinho is gonna... He's gonna like this. He's just gonna plop down another barracks, and he's just gonna go for a double marine. Like, why wouldn't you? Drone has said this is actually a good follow-up to getting gas stolen, and Flash used it in the ASL as well. So going for 2 barracks and then just going bio is actually quite good. Yeah, he wanted to make gas and rags at the same time. That's really annoying when you get gas stole doing that, but we can already see the supply depots coming up to finish this wall. That, of course, does give him a place to micro through against the Zealots. First Zealot is, of course, on the way. Core will be coming up soon after this pylon is done. We'll obviously need to see gas coming in as well. But Medinho is not going for 2 racks. Maybe he wants to try and kill the probe first. But I genuinely think 2 racks might be his best option here. I mean, going for an expansion is good, but when you know, like, you just know when you're getting gas stolen, it's going to be a proxy gateway. Like, no one ever gas steals and then doesn't rush you. So we'll have to see what the micro is like. Obviously, an expansion would be good. I still think, obviously, going double racks would be a little bit better, but this does have a chance of leading to a longer game. Now, micro on the Marine seems to be pretty good so far. Going to keep an eye on its health, because obviously this is the most important unit in the game. Oh my god, the Marine gets caught. Oh, that's a big loss. You need as many Marines as humanly possible. SCVs have been pulled as well. And there's another Zealot coming in behind this to try and deal with this. So let's see what's going on. Is he going to be able to deal with this? Oh, the Marines are getting stuck in the mineral line. Oh, that's a huge loss once again. One of the Zealots has gone down at least. But, I mean, he's already done a decent amount of damage. Medinho is not going to, like, try and go for bio here. He's going to try and kill the gas. But the probe is still here. The probe has finally gone down, so the gas can be killed. But look at this. There's 2 Zealots already. 2 Zealots in the base. Oh, the micro of Medinho here struggling a little bit. Of course, this is Norway versus Korea, so it could be a little bit more difficult to micro those Marines. But yeah, Last is doing a lot of damage here. And there's going to be Dragoons coming up soon. It's probably going to be the next unit that spawns. Yeah, there's going to be a Dragoon coming up. Range is going to be on the way. Second gateway on the way. And a Nexus is going to be the next order of business. But you can already see the Marine in it. Oh, I thought the Marine was in the best spot, but it wasn't. The SCVs have all been pulled again. And he's still struggling to deal with these Zealots. And what do you do when the... Oh, that's a really nice trap. That was Warcraft 3 level of trapping. So... Yeah, you can't... Like, it's going to be very difficult to deal with the Dragoons here. And there's I thought that was a unit, but of course it's still the gas. Now, can he finish this bunker in time? Is he going to be able to? Now, the SCV micro of Medino has been pretty good so far. Can he trap this Dragoon? If he can, that would be very good. Obviously, he needs to pull his Marines back, but he has managed to push the rush back for now, and he is managing to expand. Now, there is I think that's a probe off in the top right there, maybe looking to do a few shenanigans. Maybe checking that Medino isn't proxying a factory somewhere, but... Well, he knows that we're not a factory, a barracks, because he knows for sure that there's no... Oh, okay, nice pick off on that Zealot. He knows there's no gas. The 3-hour casting kick system to come into play, but... Nicely microed so far by Medino. He's losing a lot of SCVs, though. I honestly feel he should just go back to the bunker. Now, that's what he's going to do. Let's see what the tech is for last. He's actually not going to go for any tech just yet. The probe is still scouting around the middle of the map. Could be a possibly proxy pylon. Finally, this gas is going to be taken by Medino. This is why you need a second racks, because when you're going for 2 racks, you can actually kind of push back the Dragoons. But when you're only on one racks, you have a bunker. And look how many minerals he has. Like, he's not been able to mine any gas whatsoever. So the minerals aren't really doing him any good. If he had some more Marines, he could maybe push this back. You can go into an academy and then go from there. But yeah, he's going to be able to keep this bunker alive forever as long as he gets a decent number of SCVs over here. But oh, can he repair this in time? This is going to be quite difficult. The Dragoon count obviously going up and up. You can see just how quickly they're spawning and quickly how fast they're getting here. And this is a problem when you don't have gas. When all you have is a single barracks, you have absolutely no power, and surely Medino cannot hold on to this. I mean, his micro is good, but he's not building any additional Marines. He's trying to tank some of the shots now, and all of his money is going into repairing this bunker right now. He's not able to build a factory yet. He needs to save up for it, but look how many minerals he's spending just trying to keep this bunker alive. And one of the SCVs have been picked off. It's really hard to tell if you've got enough SCVs on this. Imagine an academy, you have range. All of a sudden oh no, he's not preparing. GG, Medino taps out. He cannot get a factory. He cannot get any tech. And he gives up. It's going to be 1-1 for Valhalla team and ReV now. So we're even in the series. That was a pretty nice try by Medino. I feel like he probably should have gone for 2 racks. Obviously, Medino is a better player than me, but in that situation, I think 2 racks would have been better. But yeah, like, the bunker, yeah, that was holding for ages, but there was nothing Medino could have done there. His tank was about 2 or 3 minutes away, and now we are getting into the one game I know a lot of people here have been waiting for. Faust, I'm not sure I can do a break because I just want to get into this next game, because you know what? It is the game I've been waiting for all day. I cannot wait to see this. It is time for the key match. Let's introduce our players just while I get everything ready. We're going to start with Valhalla team's player. It's going to be VT Forever. Forever has only played 1 game, which he did in fact win. That was up against North American Superstar Tim. Oh, that was on BlitzX. I completely didn't realize I actually said it. And then in just a second, guys, just while I quickly set the colors, we are about to see Faust's wonderful stats. Let's swap on over. We'll do it. Can we get a drum roll in chat? Are we all prepared, right? Are we all mentally and physically prepared for this? Because, whew, okay, I'm ready. It's Faust. Faust has got a 13% win rate. Unfortunate, but he had some of the most interesting games throughout the STPL. He went Evo first on Judgment Day. He, on that Return of the King game against Kamizerg, he proxied the wrong location. But he has constantly gone out for his team. He has done his absolute best every single time, and despite all odds, He actually did win a couple of his games, and that just sounded like major shade, but I didn't mean it to sound like that. Please forgive me. He is 1-4 against Terran, but this is his redemption. New season, new hope, new Faust, and it's gonna be here on Desperado, where Faust is gonna try and make his comeback. Desperado, we've not had a TVZ here just yet. We've had a lot of PVZ, a PVT even. And we've had a couple of PvPs and 2 ZVZs, so a little bit unfortunate that we've not managed to add a ZVT, but now we have. So now we get to see the wondrous map that is Desperado. And there's one person who is Desperado for a win, and that is going to be Faust. But he is going to get it. I'm sure he can. As we get into game number 3, it's Faust versus Forever. Okay, starting us off in the top right hand corner, we do have the White Terran fighting for Valhalla team. It is Forever. And then his opponent spawning down here in the left hand side. It's the one, the only, Faust. And Desperado for a win was a pun on desperate, but I guess it doesn't work. Okay, so let's see what Faust has in store for us. He has been the king of funky builds on my King of Funky Maps tournament, obviously. We're in Season 2. This is a really good time to announce as well, and a great time to thank our sponsors, and of course to thank the wonderful people who are subbed on Patreon. If you do want to help the STPL, the best way you can do it is by subbing to that Patreon. If you sub for $5, you will gain access to 1,720 replay files, including the amazing game where Faust went Evo first, if you want to learn that amazing ZVZ build, and including games where Best and Mind have played for White Clan. They are the pro gamers, so it's a really good deal, and it helps us out a lot, so please think about doing it if you can. Now, you're saying this map is very bad for Zerg, but look at this. There's a single ramp, and there's a single ramp, and there is 2 gas in the main. If you can secure another base, you've got 4 gases. 4. That's insane. Like, no longer do you have to worry about hive tech. If you can secure that other main, you are in for an absolute treat. That's a secret build. Okay, so Faust is opting to take this mineral only. Necessarily, you don't need to do this, but it does give you access to a few additional minerals, which is always going to be helpful. You have this second gas in your main. They are both 5,000 gas base gas. I am losing my mind. They're both 5,000 gas extractors, so you are able to get full double gas, so it's not like it's a half gas or anything. And we'll have to see exactly what Faust's plan is. Now, no link speed as of yet, so he is saving up for a lair. No third hatchery just yet either. Forever is, of course, pushing down to the bottom left. This is white versus yellow. My complete and utter nightmare of casting colors, but we'll see what we can do. Lings are out. Still no link speed. Still no lair. There's the lair. Okay, lair coming in. Now, I know a lot of people say this map is kind of like fastest. And I guess by the fact that you have minerals either side of your base, it is. But they are finite, so it's not like fastest where you have like infinite minerals and stuff like that. Although I know there are versions of fastest with mineral, like infinite, and Oh wait, no, I guess with fastest you have the gases next to you, don't you? There's probably a mix of both, but... Finna, yeah. Okay, so we've got a vulture coming around. This actually managed to break through. Now Faust does get a good block on. He is going to be able to block this for now, but the vulture going to move past. Good micro. Can Faust block this ramp? If Faust can kill the vulture, he's going to be in a good place, but obviously this micro, very, very strong. The Ling's forced to come back home. There's no Ling speed, but there is a Hydra Den, so I did miss that, so my apologies. Hydra is going to be very important. The drone is actually going to try and block the vulture in the main, but 6 kills. No drone kills yet. That's going to be the important thing. 7 kills. Oh, the Lings get on top. The speed has now finished. Things are going to be a lot harder for Forever now to keep this. There we go. The vulture goes down. Only losing 7 Lings. Not the biggest deal, but it's the follow-up. It's 2-port Wraith. No second gas, so it is 2-port Wraith off of 1. It's going to be a little bit harder to get that cloak, but he knows that there's a lair on the way. He knows there's a Hydra Den, and it's going to be lurkers straight away, so this is going to be interesting. If Faust blind makes lurkers here, he is going to be in a big amount of trouble. But if he keeps his Hydras, he can hold off this 2-port Wraith relatively easily, but where are his Overlords? There's one over this hatchery. Oh, there's one in the main now. Okay, that's a little bit better. Now, looks like the Lings actually do try and break up into the main. They do not make it in. Well, I say that one does, but it will die to the vultures. The bunker holds strong with only a single Marine in. Where are the Wraiths? Okay, so I'm looking at the Wraiths right now. I thought there was an Overlord for a second, but the Wraith's gonna fly in. Gonna try and target down these Overlords, but the Wraiths pop out or the Hydras pop out at the perfect time. Don't shoot the Wraiths, so that's a little bit of a mistake. He could have taken one of those down, and we do have the control tower now. So Cloak is going to be on the way, but let's have a look, see how much damage he can actually do. 2 drones have gone down in the making of this production. 3 are about to fall, but the Hydra's getting a okay, Faust is... Where is Faust? Okay, I'm really confused at where Faust's Hydras are. He's losing more drones. A little bit unfortunate. He's down to 19 supply, but he's living. Oh my god, the Lurkers! The Lurkers are going to get the main! Oh my, there's no detection. Can he burrow these Lurkers if he... Oh my god, he burrows the Lurkers. Faust with the perfect move. Oh my god, the turrets are coming up. The turrets are coming up. This is absolutely crazy. These Lurkers are going to die though. He's trying to block the turrets. Oh, the Lurkers are going to die. Oh no. But he's blocked the mining. He has blocked the mining. He's saved his drones. And he's actually come close to evening out the worker count here. And there's no additional turret. It's going to be impossible to build a turret next to this lurker. He's going to have to wait until... Oh my god, the mines. Okay. Oh my god, he gets both the mines! The target fire! The target fire! Whoa! Faust! Good job, man. Keeping that... Oh man, more... 10 kills on this lurker. There are mines out the front now, though, so there are going to be no additional units coming in. God Lurker. People talk about God-handed initial D with his drifting. This is multi-lurker killing. That doesn't really work, but yeah, okay. So we've got a hatchery still. The drones are still alive. There's a good number of wraiths, so they're going to be able to kill these workers pretty quickly. But oh my god, he needs to... Oh, he's not targeting. Oh, is he going to stop it? He is. He's going to stop it for now. No, he's not. Oh, okay. That's a dead lurker. Oh my god. No, okay. So the lurker's down. But Faust did considerable damage there. He's also taken considerable damage. But he's still trying to defend. Now, it looks like Cloak isn't actually done. Or at least he's not using it. So he does take down one of the wraiths. Cloak is only just now started. So... Massive issue. Just imagine if he had Cloak. He could just kill everything right now. But he was too busy dealing with the lurker. He couldn't mine, so he couldn't afford Cloak. Considerable. Yeah, considerable is quite a lot, so... Yeah, it's massive, massive damage, but for the Brits among us. So, oh my god, a mine just went off on a load of hydras somewhere. I don't know where, but looks like the vultures have been cleaned up. The drones have all been saved. Faust is actually at a worker advantage now for the first time in a very long time. Although now Forever's obviously caught up, but that's just the way it works. Creep colonies coming in. There are going to be spores, which are going to help against these wraiths. He needs to get one in the main as well if he can afford it. Just makes it a little bit more difficult. Forever is going to scout absolutely everywhere. He's like, where do you have another base? Like, how are you doing this to me? What, like, there must be a hidden base somewhere. This is Faust. He knows. He knows, but there we go. Another Overlord going to go down. Okay, Faust is living. He's doing a really good job this game. He needs another couple of Overlords, but he's in a decent spot. There is another Spore Colony here that's going to help defend his Overlords. It makes it very difficult for the race to do anything. And there is going to be an expansion coming up here for Forever. Okay, Faust protecting his Overlords really, really well. Going to push forward. Needs to clear out these mines. Now, thinking about it, what does Forever actually have back at home? He has mines and a single vulture and a bunker. Now, bunkers can live forever. We've found that out. Oh no, the wraiths are going to target down the spawning pool. Faust is going for it. He's thinking, I need to do damage, and I can do damage. I know you don't have that much stuff, so he is going to look to it. But the spawning pool's going to go down. Another creep colony coming on the way. Here is that cloak finally coming into play. Okay, there's a single tank here. The Overlords are a little bit slower. Okay, he needs to push now, but siege mode is done. 2 tanks on the high ground. They're going to be able to stop these Hydras from pushing up the ramp at the very least, but it's going to deny the expansion. And that's an important base for Forever to be taking. No, okay, so Faust isn't going to risk losing the Hydras. Going to pull back. The Wraith's going to get another Overlord, but the Hydras do manage to get a couple of Wraiths there. At least a single Wraith. Maybe no Wraiths. It did look like one died, but I guess not. No spawning pool. That is going to have to be remade. Faust is not going to be able to build any Lings. Now, luckily enough, he doesn't need them for now, but the Overlord's going to go down. The Wraiths, though, are very, very low. And they're going to fly straight into another Spore Colony and some Hydras. So, wow, great pickoff on that drone. Okay, the Overlord goes down once again. Faust still supply blocked, but the Wraiths now in an incredibly bad position. All but 2 have died. 1 is 1 hit away, and 1 is 2. And here come the Overlords. The Wraiths go down, and Faust has stabilized. Okay, factory is on the way. Double barracks. Factory's done. Dropship. He's got double barracks coming up. He is going to be transitioning into Bio here. +1 is not done. It's going to be a long way off. Forever's economy was badly damaged earlier, and Faust, he's going to have to rebuild his drones, and he also needs to split them up a little bit better. This is way, way oversaturated for these mineral patches. But Spire is going to be on the way. There is now 5 tanks. So Faust needs to not push in. If he pushes in, he is going to be in a lot of trouble. And we'll have to see what's coming next. So Faust is going to be able to put up a little bit of a soft contain here next to Nyokan in the stasis prison. If you've not seen the previous STPL cast, we've decided, myself and Rapid, that this is Rapid, this is me, this is Dark Holiday, and this is Nyokan. So let's see if Faust is going to kill Nyokan. We'll have to see, but yeah, the saturation onto Faust base, not the best. He is going for drops, though. That's obviously going to be a big play in this game. It allows you to take this island base, which is going to be very important. The dropship is going to allow Forever to take the other island. Now, interestingly, Faust has opted to go for this 6 o'clock base rather than another main. It is going to give him access to a third gas, which is obviously very important for Hive. Naoken's going to survive for now. Obviously, being in this stasis prison is a little bit difficult. If someone doesn't free him, he might not be able to cast VSL on the weekend. So someone should probably free him out of that, because that could be a problem. Okay, it looks like we are going to have Faust coming back forward. He is. He's playing with fire here. Like, I'm not going to lie. These Hydras, if they get hit, this is going to be a problem. Okay, there is Bio here, so this has been a... Oh, okay, it's not killing Naoken, but Naoken's taking some damage. Look at him. We've hurt Naoken. Those tanks are very mean. He is playing with Bio, but with fire as well, against fire. But Spawning Pool is coming back in. Mutalisks are on the way. +1 Carapace is on the way as well. Do we have any upgrades? No upgrades on this Evo Chamber just yet. There is a drop of Vultures coming into the main base, but they do absolutely nothing. Good defense there by Faust. And Forever has killed Naoken. F in chat for Naoken here, guys. And, well, at least he can go cast BSL now on the weekend. You've saved him. Okay, so we've got the missile turrets coming up. That's going to help him against the Mutalisks that he's just seen. Obviously, the Mutalisks are going to be kind of important. We actually do have a drop Overlord possibly going over the top. There's no units in it, but we could see those soon. A Lurker drop. Okay, a Lurker drop isn't really going to do anything. I've just noticed how many turrets there are here now. But here we go. The Mute is going to come in. Can they snipe this tank? If they can, that'll be a massive pick off. These tanks are going to be so important. He doesn't get any shots off, though. And now I'm in trouble. Okay, so let's be careful. Hopefully, Forever knows how it is. But looks like we do have... The hatchery is going to go down. Faust is still on 2 bases. The Mutalisks, though, coming in the back here. Going to get these tanks. If he gets the tanks, all of a sudden the Hydra army is going to be a lot more powerful. And we should see some more Lurkers coming in at some point, surely. We need something from Faust here. Now, Faust did manage to get one of the drones out, so he's just going to go and take the other main. Because why not? Okay, so Faust still struggling along a little bit, just because his main is half mined out. His natural is really, really safe and healthy, obviously. But it is... His gases are quite healthy, at least. It's all going to come down to this big engagement. If Faust can somehow knock out this big Terran Ball, all of a sudden things are going to go a lot smoother for him, because he's going to be able to go into Hive, which he's not started just yet, and clean everything up. If he can get Defilers or double drop coming into the main, though, this is going to be quite impactful. It could get one of the gases. The Evo Chamber is up here as well as the Spire, and Faust does not know about this just yet. Yes, he does, but he's not seen it on the minimap. He's going to go and try and clean up everything here. This is a lot of Mutalisks. And the Hydras and Mutas have cleaned up absolutely everything, but he's losing his main base, the Spore, pushing away the dropships. But there's nothing on the ground to deal with this. He doesn't have any units back at home. He's going all in. He's going to try and break his way through. Units get in the bunker. Irradiate on the Mutalisks. The third base is going to go down, but you need your main. You don't have your main, Faust. Okay, the main is still alive just for the moment, but the spawning pool is going to go down again. The vessels are actually in danger. Another irradiate going down. He needs to split his mutas better than this. But there's barely any units back here for Forever. Okay, there is a good number of bio, actually. Okay, GG. Faust taps out. BT take game number 3. I will say without a doubt that is Faust's best game in the STPL so far. I don't remember all his previous games, but that was his best, his greatest performance. Unfortunately, the double drop killed him. He didn't have enough to finally kill everything, so that's the way the cookie crumbles. We're going to be heading into game number 4, which is going to be HCS versus CRVT when we get back after this short break. See you guys very soon.
Outstanding. Rock and roll.
STPL does. Bio TVP. Wow! You got it. STPL does. Mass Scouts? No problem. Broadcast 3 nights a week on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 2100 CEST. Fantastic casting, fantastic production, fantastic prizes. Only here on the STPL. Did you know Reavers could be this radical? How did these lings even get here? All I know is that's one dead base. STPL does. Wraiths, Valkyries, Carriers, and Corsairs. Forget about it. You won't see that anywhere else. STPL does. STPL does. STPL does. STPL does. STPL does. DT's doing game-ending damage? Name a more iconic duo. We've even got Carriers in PvZ. How amazing! A global team league on the scale you've never seen before. Don't see this in BWCL, STPL does. All that and more, only on this amazing 64-bit STPL. What BWCL don't. Impressed? I know I am. Why not support us on the link below? Patreon.com/kicks. But act fast. Okay guys, welcome back to the STPL. If you've not been watching this series, you've missed a great one. There's been some amazing games so far, and we are going to be heading into game number 4. Now, I just want to apologize and confirm I was actually trying to be nice. I wasn't throwing shade at Faust. That was actually his best performance. Even though he lost, he had an incredibly well played game, and it was just unfortunate that he just missed out on a little bit of extra damage that he could have done. But well done, Faust. If you can play more games like that, I'm really looking forward to the rest of the season. So we will get into game number 4. I actually had an interesting issue there where, you know, you get the thing about the too many indices or something with the gladiator bug. I got that load in the replay, so that was a bit strange. And Lottie is being adorable behind me. Let's actually, yeah, there we go. She's right back there. Best cat. She's 18 years old now, and she has been with me over half my life, and I'm really appreciative that I've got her. But HCS hasn't played a game in the STPL, so I have no idea about him. CRVT has played a good number, only 5, but still that's more than 0, and I can't really remember too many of his games, but he did have a really cool game against Hard Rain on Whiteout, so looking forward to seeing how he's going to do as we get into map number 3. It's going to, or map number 4 even, it's going to be Neo Outlier. Okay, Neo Outlier is a really cool 3-player map. We've had some amazing PvZs on here so far. Jim versus Master. Genuinely, I don't know how Jim won that game. Well, I do know how Jim won, but I didn't think it was going to work. Like, he went this mass ling all in with a hidden hatchery, and it worked perfectly. Like, that was perfect. But heading into this game, I think we're likely gonna see a longer game, but obviously I can't tell. So let's have a look. Let's get into the game. Let's get started with game number 4. Okay, starting us off in the 12 o'clock position, we do have the White Zerg fighting for Valhalla team with his team on match point. It's HCS. And spawning down in the bottom right hand corner, we do have the Brown Protoss fighting for ReV, looking to keep their hopes alive in this series. It's gonna be CRVT. Now, it's just ticked over, well, it's about to tick over to midnight soon. Sounds for crushing VT, that's amazing. Yeah, one thing you guys are probably wondering is, why is this cast on Thursday? Is it going to be on Thursday next week? No. So next week's cast is going to go back to Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'm actually going away on holiday tomorrow with some friends. I'll be back at the end of the weekend, ready for Monday's cast. So once these series are over, I'm going to get some sleep, get my apartment ready because my stepbrother's going to be staying here, and going to have fun. So, looking forward to it. But yeah, we've got a Forge Fast expand coming up here for CRVT, or Crushing VT, as Playguru actually said. That's quite clever. It's only a weekend away. It's I'm going to the Cotswolds, or close by it in the UK. It's like a nice region. We're just gonna basically go and chill out, so it should be fun. We've got a sporting an overpool. Or is this a? You know what? I have no idea what's going on, but thank you for the host, Terra. It's very strange that you actually get to host me, because I always host you. So I don't know who I'm gonna host when I finish now, but. We've got white versus brown, so semi-decent colors. We've got 2 cannons coming up here before the Nexus. I think CRVT playing very carefully, seeing the fact it was a 9 pool, 9 gas. Obviously, Ling all in, very, very powerful on this map, so do need those extra cannons just to keep them alive. And Terra, I hope your stream went well. It's always a pleasure to actually watch you stream, so thank you for the host once again. Now, CRVT is blocking the hatchery really, really well. HCS is going to try and push him with his lings, but 2 cannons, that is not to be scoffed at. So it's not going to be any possibility of any aggression here. Nexus coming up. Let's see what the transition is here for HCS. Now the pylon was cancelled, so he is going to be able to build that build the hatchery, but that was delayed. Like, that was a very delayed reaction there. And here is the gateway. So CRVT is pretty much in a perfect position right now to carry forward in this game. Now, I just decided to have a look at the flags, and I don't know if I am being incredibly silly. I cannot remember where CRVT is from, which is kind of crazy. I can actually check the database though. That's something I'm going to quickly do, because... Oh, Latvia. Okay, thank you. I think CRVT might be the... Oh, you're in the chat. Ah, thank you. Yeah, I think you might be the only Latvian player in the tournament, so it's really cool. I don't often get to see the Latvian flag, so it's nice. But we've obviously got the hatchery coming up. Looks like we are going to have HCS try and go and take a hidden... Well, it's not hidden, but like a backwards third base. Random Latvia spam. Yeah, so one thing we'll show on this map, just because I know there's a lot of people who haven't seen it before, if you actually have a look at the way the map's laid out, you have this base behind here. It does have a full gas as well. That's going to obviously help the Zerg player a lot. Getting that third gas is going to be very important. Lair is already done as well, so could we possibly see a very quick Spire here? Could see some wonderful, wonderful Mutalisks. It's going to be Spire. Is there going to be a second gas, though? Or is he just going to go Spire just to deal with the Scourge? Now, a Zealot did try and get out there, but HCS was well prepared. Does block that from being able to do any damage. Stargate is on the way. No +1 just yet, so we're not going to see +1 Corsairs, at least for now. Now the second gas is coming up, so I do believe this is going to be a muteless build. Apparently this game was it was on turn rate 12, so it's going to be a little bit difficult, but this is part of the reason why we do cast from replays. We don't want to essentially keep the players with any more lag than they already have to have. This is a global tournament, and it will always be a global tournament. I'm very proud of the fact it is as well. It's great to see as many players as possible from all different regions of the world all face off against each other in some amazing team matches. Obviously, we've had some good series and some bad series. In week 1 already, though, we've had 2 of the best series ever. We've had 2 very good series, and I mean, this is a great series as well. This is definitely leading up to being ReV's most entertaining series, I'd say. Like, the Medinio game wasn't the best, but Faust's game was really cool. Avi's game was one of the best EVPs I've seen, just in terms of actual usage of everything, and I'm just excited to see more games. So we've got the hatchery coming up. This is going to be the 3rd hatchery. The mutelists are on the, well, they're done, so there's going to be 5 mutelists here pushing in. There's no cannon in the main. There's only a single Corsair right now. So CRVT is in a little bit of trouble now, unfortunately. Oh, the Corsair goes down. This is massive. Could this be the 6-minute curse activating? This is going to be a little bit rough here. He does need to be able to push back these mutalisks, unfortunately. With only a single Corsair, this is going to be very difficult. The cannons are all going to go down, I think. He's trying to build them, but it's so difficult to keep them alive. The Corsair doing a lot of damage, though. A good hold position on that. But can the cannons finish? Okay, the Corsair goes down. The cannons are about to go down. This one is definitely going to go down before it can finish. CRVT throwing down yet another cannon. But unfortunately, the Mulus Micro too strong. The cannons die so quickly when they're building. If you're ever playing this game and you're like, why does this guy always spam so many cannons? If you can kill them before they finish, well, if you can damage them before they finish, they take so much damage. It's crazy. And looks like we are going to have another Corsair. One of the Mutalisks does finally go down, but there is another 3 Mutalisks here. It's going to be 6 Mutalisks, 2 Scourge. And we're going to have to see if CRVT can hold on. There's actually cannons in the main mineral line, so it's going to be difficult. Probes are actually being sent back here. This is incredibly ballsy to do. There is an Archon trying to catch the Mulus, but unfortunately it can't. Now, let's have a look back at the main base. We do have +1 Carapace coming on. For these Mulus, we do have 2 creep colonies, which will be morphed into Sunkens. Because he knows this is actually going to be a dangerous push, as there is going to be an Archon with some Zealots. The Zealots obviously not going to help too much, but if the Archon can get a few hits off on these Mulus, suddenly, I mean, the cannons even have started to finish in the mineral line, so it makes it so much more difficult. Now, there is a probe over here. I think he's going to try and glitch it through to expand, but it's difficult, and the Mulus try and come back in. He has done decent probe damage, but there's still a probe lead over the drones. And there's still no 3rd gas. Still no 4th and 5th hatchery yet. So it is just 3 hatch. Now, is he going to glitch this through? I think it's just going to die now, because Muteless seen it. But here we go. Once again, coming back in, trying to find some additional damage. 2 Muteless going down there to those Corsairs, though. A massive deal. CRVT is holding on for his dear life right now. And he's doing a very good job of it as well. So, looks like HTS is losing more Muteless. Another 2 Muteless go down. This is a big mistake. Now, we do have some Scourge coming in. This is going to help against the Corsairs. But with the 4th hatchery only now just coming up, the economy of HTS behind this is not that great. Now, the Corsairs do move forward. I think one of them may have actually died. Yeah, I guess he lost one. That's actually a big deal. But he's continuing to add them. No +1 attack, I don't believe, unless I just missed it. There was +1 attack done, my bad. 3 gateways coming in. Going to be a 4th gateway most likely, going up to 6. That's going to help a lot. Another Muteless goes down though, and these 2 Muteless are so unbelievably low. If these Corsairs catch them, it's going to be really difficult for these Muteless to survive. But looks like CRVT playing incredibly careful. Doesn't want to lose this game. I thought this was a drop set of Overlords, but not just yet. Is there actually drop coming in? No, there's Overlord speed first. No drop or anything like that. So, looks like one of the cannons is going to be taken down. There is Templar Tech now. Storm should be finished if it's not finished already. Yeah, it's definitely not finished, so it should be there. He's had that Archon for a while, so... Now let's see exactly how this is going to go. We've got... This pylon could be a little bit problematic when he tries to get his Dragoons out of his base late game, but we'll have to see if we get there. Now, CRVT has done an incredible job to not only maintain the supply lead, but also defend against these Muteless with a decent probe count still. Huge congratulations to him to live this far. Like, it's so easy to just fall apart to Muteless if you don't have the right tools. And he didn't have the right tools, and somehow... I mean, he wasted a lot of minerals trying to get cannons, but it kept him alive long enough that finally he's actually in a really good position in this game. Is there +1 attack yet for the ground? Yeah, +1 attack's done. +2 is just starting. Yeah, the players can chat while we view, but hopefully there's not going to be any spoilers or anything like that, because that would make Kix very upset. Now we've got a 4th base coming in here for HCS. This is a full gas base as well. We've got double Evo chamber taking a note of Avi's book over here for HCS, going for those double range upgrades. Now this is going to be a big timing push by CRVT. He's going to try and push in. There is a good number of Hydras, but with decent Storm, he may be able to break through this. Now HCS does know this is coming. He has seen the Hydralisks. Okay, he doesn't get nearly as much damage done on the Corsairs as he needed to. And this base may actually go down. Let's see what the Archon can do. The Archon going to fall back. The Zealots actually taking a lot of damage. Wait, has he forgotten Storm? No Storm. Why is he not pushing? Oh, Storm was forgotten. Oh, that's the one major problem when you're doing so well defending against one specific thing. It's so crazy that you can just forget things. And forgetting Storm is obviously a massive deal. But at least... Okay, I thought there was going to be a Nexus, but there's no 3rd Nexus just yet. CRVT is definitely going to need to expand. Maybe just continue building up an army and go for a massive push. There is 6 gateways, of course. 7, 8, 9 gateways on 2 base. Ah no, here we go. So there is going to be a Nexus coming in here as well. It's smart to delay Storm, more energy for the High Templar. Well, I mean, it's technically the truth, right? There is 4 High Templar here. They've all got nearly full energy. This one does have full energy. Obviously, delaying Storm, though, does delay Kadarian Amulet, or Kadaran Amulet, however you say it. And that is bad. Not bad, but it's difficult because you need the extra energy for more Storm. But then the more Storm you've actually got, the harder it is to cast it all. So Protoss is hard. Like in PvZ, like Protoss is micro. I do not envy what they have to go through to try and micro against Zerg. Storm is so unbelievably hard to use properly. And you also have to kill your own buildings because you can never get out of your own base. It's kind of funny, but yeah, we are going to have 9 gateway worth of production right now. Looks like he is going to halt production for just a second, let a couple of pylons finish, and add some more cannons over here. Now it looks like the base in the bottom left has been spotted. The Zealots are heading over there. They're going to catch a few of these Hydras. Now this map has actually got some interesting pathways. So this pathway, if he can catch Hydras in there, it's going to be really, really strong. Now, it does mean CRVT's units are getting a little bit confused where they're running. He didn't kill the hatchery down here, but it's very close to death. If he can get down there, he'll be able to get into this third base as well. So CRVT needs to find his way in. Okay, but there's a huge push on the right-hand side of the map. Sorry for missing this. The storms are massive, though. An amazing number of storms hitting all of the lurkers. Okay, 2 of them still do remain alive. The Hydra's going down. Is there an observer? Yes, there is. So this final lurker's going to get cleaned up. And CRVT is doing an incredible job. He's going to be able to get these drop overlords. Oh my god, there's so many overlords here. If he sees them, yes, he is. HCS is going to be incredibly supply blocked. Oh my goodness, there's another overlord here as well. This is how many minerals? This is 700 minerals. HCS's economy is good, but it's not good enough to replenish 700 minerals of overlords suddenly. An amazing cleanup on that drop by CRVT. Although he didn't focus the overlords, he needs to go and kill them. Go and kill the overlords. Like, this is so important. I just wasted all this time saying about how there's going to be 700 minerals of overlords lost. And yeah. Okay, sorry, I didn't notice. It's really hard to check the minimap and watch everything else that's going on as well. But looks like we are going to have a push down into this 4th base. This base is very close to death. So with the right usage of the units here, maybe you can make something happen. The Dragoons focusing the Muters. This is good. Archon going to help out as well. The Zealots getting on top of those lurkers. Nice storm on that lurker as well. This is one dead 4th base. There's a big Zerg army moving through the middle of the map, though, trying to find its way towards the 3rd base of CRVT. The army is out of position. Can HCS take this position here? Take the area above the high ground? And is this 3rd base going to go down? Let's find out. A great push here by HCS. These probes are definitely dead. Zealots have all gone down. Storm. There is Storm in just a second. Oh my god, a triple Storm on 3 lurkers. And a great cleanup once again. Yes, a lot of the probes did die. But that was a huge, huge cleanup for units. The base is down in the bottom left. We can see the probe count has actually dropped quite considerably. So this is a really, really cool map when we get games like this. It's so unbelievably dynamic. And CRVT is playing this really, really well. Looks like we are going to have HCS take up a defensive position once again. The Dragoons need to be careful. They do not want to be fighting against Lings. No upgrades for the Ling attack, actually. So it's 2-1 against 0-1. And 1-1 for the Lurkers. This is why this is going so well. The upgrade advantage is insane. The Queen's Nest is going to go down. Obviously, Queens aren't really order of the day normally, but they could be quite good in this situation for Broodling. And a great storm. Wow. CRVT storms have been on point. Okay, is there one more storm? Yes, there is. Can he get another great... Oh my god, storming the lurkers and the drones. Great 2-for-1 offer up there. But CRVT's army is getting smaller. He needs to be careful, but the observer... Is there an observer or is the observer down? I think the observer may be down now. This is a bit of a problem. But the hatchery goes down. The dragoons hold steady. More and more Archons, more and more units traveling up from here. 2 more observers. This is going to make clearing out the lurkers possible, and CRVT is playing the game of his life right now. What an exciting PvZ to be able to see. A great double storm on 2 of those lurkers. Sunkens being morphed in as soon as they possibly can, but it's not going to be enough. This 3rd base, or 4th base I guess, is going to go down. And CRVT is once again holding on. Once again, holding on to his lead, should I say. Doubling the supply of the Zerg. 3-1 upgrades are now finished. Hive and Defiler Mound are done, though. No additional Hive tech just yet. But if CRVT can breach this Hive, if he can breach his way into the main base, no matter what side bases you've got, HCS is going to be in massive, massive trouble. Now, CRVT has to be careful. There's still a good number of lurkers. You can see this lurker down here going to be doing a lot of damage to those dragoons, but this is going to be another dead lurker. Now, this could actually be a little bit of a hint that there might be something down here, but I think CRVT is just going to try and push his way through into the main. Could this be a big mistake? There's going to be a flank coming in. And this is a lot of sunken. CRVT is losing a lot of Dragoons. The Zealots not in position. But here they come. They're going to get in. Lurker's going down once again. So many gas units have been lost by HCS in this game. But all of the Dragoons are falling. And finally we have Swarm. There's actually a High Templar in here with nearly enough energy for Storm. If he can get it, well, there's no drones over here, so... Okay, CRVT's main army has been decimated here, but more units coming in from behind. A lot more Storm coming in as well. Storm is going to be the big power play in this pushing. But you can see units are now starting to come around from the back. He's trying to get some good flanks going. And if he can, this could be different. But here we go. How many Lurker eggs are over here? 4 Lurker eggs. And he's actually starting to use drones because he just needs Swarm. Oh, is he going to Plague? Oh, he doesn't cast. He misses the cast on the Defiler. All of the units go down. Swarm is finally here, but there's Storm as well and Zealots. Zealots don't care about Swarm. The Natural has been busted. More units coming in for the flank. Is this going to be enough? The Dragoons quite... Oh, nice Storm at the back again. Good micro by CRVT as well. This is a crazy game. The Natural is going to go down. The third main and Natural of CRVT. Very well defended. The main has actually been cleared out of probes. I guess he's just transferred them over to this base. But GG. HCS taps out and CRVT takes us to the ace match. Very well done by CRVT. That was an incredible game. That is also going on the must-watch thing. So I've got this link on YouTube. I'm uploading the full VODs, but I'm also cutting out individual games that I think people should watch, and this is definitely one of them. Avi as well, his game too is going on there. But an ace match against VT. This is a Mexican team that have merged with Clan Wiko from Korea, or Wiko, I don't know how to say it. Okay, we're going to go in to game number 5 when we get back after this break. So don't go anywhere, guys, as we are going into the ace match between Valhalla team and ReV. If you can, guess in chat who you think the ace players are going to be, and I'll let you know as soon as we finish this short break. See you guys very soon. Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation. Well, I was playing an EGM fight night, and it just so happens in round 1 I played up against Terra. I've always said that I have bad micro, but this was on another level. StarCraft released 20 years... Ah! Okay guys, I'm fairly certain you can tell who won that game. I clearly came back after all that and won. Let's be honest. We all know it's, like, Terra's not here to tell anyone otherwise, so we'll take that win. Like, I know people have seen that video before, but we are here for the ace match between ReV and Valhalla team. Like, wait, did anyone actually guess? Let's see. No one guessed, so I'm going to announce who the players are. It is going to be not CRVT, Medinho versus Last. It's a TVP. And I think that's actually a rematch as well. So I don't think Medinho is going to fall for the same trick twice. It's going to be over here on New Tornado. Let's have a look at the map. So, New Tornado is one of the more standard maps in the pool. The only weird thing about it really is the chrysalis on the ramp, which basically just makes the ramp smaller. It's not a massive deal. The center's a little bit open, but you can still get a third gas very easily. There is the high ground pods that Terran can use to defend their bases very easily. Recall is good on this map. Carriers not so much due to the fact Goliaths have so much walkable space. But if you can keep the carriers around the edge of the map, they are still very powerful. So, without further ado, let's get into this ace match rematch between Medinho versus Last. Okay, and starting us off in the top left-hand position, we do have the Orange Protoss fighting for Valhalla team. It's Last. And his opponent spawning down here in the bottom right-hand corner. It's the Red Terran fighting all the way from Norway. It's Medinho. I think I'm saying Medinho, right? I don't know. I am a poor English boy who does not know how to English, so please forgive me if I'm getting his name wrong. But I'm fairly certain it's a pun on Ronaldinho, which I'm fairly certain is said like that. So, yeah, that's what I'm going on. But Medinho is not going to fall for the same trick twice. He is actually just going to wall in. Like, this is the perfect defense against someone who went proxy gate before. Now, Last is building a forward gateway again, but it's not in the middle of the map this time. So, it's not 100% all in. Same as Ronaldinho, but better. Well, I'm sure if you pitted Ronaldinho against Medinho at StarCraft, Medinho would absolutely wipe the floor with him. I think we should arrange that show match. Anyone got like millions of dollars to throw at Ronaldinho to play? Like, I don't know. Probably not worth it for him, but yeah, we're going to have, obviously, a forward gateway. Medinho is going to go for his gas. He is not going to get gas stolen this game. Luckily for us, Last has a very fitting name because not only is it the very last game of this series, it's the very last game of this night, and it's also the very last game of this week in STPL. We've had some incredible series so far. It all culminates into this moment for ReV. ReV last season, I do not believe actually won a single series. Maybe they won one or two possibly. But we just had such an incredible performance by CRVT and Avi. They deserve to have made it here. Like, I almost feel like if Medinho hadn't been cheesed, like, maybe we would have seen a 3-1. Yeah, I thought I should cast this series again. Thing is, like, ReV always brings all the boys to the yard because they're like, it's better than yours, you know? Like, everyone loves ReV. ReV is just a group of players who are all mostly very, very nice. And, I mean, look at this. This is him essentially saying to Last, I remember what you did to me last game. You're not going to do that again. I'm the one with the power. Although, interestingly, He's going for 3 Marines when he's got a wall. You don't really want to be doing this. He's actually going for 4 Marines, sorry. Yeah, there's 2 lasts in the STPL. There's one that plays for... they played for Red last season. They were Terran. They had an incredible game against Size Marine on Troy. And there's also this last. It's 3 lasts, sorry. There's this last that's Protoss. And there's a last in White Clan that's Terran. But it's not the pro player last. So it's very, very confusing. Oh yeah, 5 Marines, so FD. That would make sense. You know what? I completely forget that FD is a build because just no one really does it anymore. Like, the more popular builds are just either you go 1 Rex double, or you go for 2 factory, or you go for like the fake 1 base drop, or you go for siege expand into drop. So FD FD lost its, not power as such, but it's going to be a stronger FD as well because this is a lot of Marines. And you know what? Last doesn't know about the factory. So is there a possibility that Last gets confused and thinks, wow, I'm actually up against Bio? Because Bio is a possibility against Protoss. This last is actually the last in STPL. The newest last to be added to the roster. So yeah, Medino, I think, joined ReV, or at least he started playing for ReV in the middle of round 2. His debut match was against Eon Zerg on Return of the King, if I remember correctly, and he won. And it was one of the sickest TVZs I'd seen up until that point, because as a Terran player, I'd just like to point out, okay, so let's see what the micro is like first, then I'll go into story time. But so we've got the FD coming out now, but the beginning of STPL was a Terran wasteland. There was no Terrans. It was PvP all day, every day. CVZ some days, and then CVP every other game. So when round 2 came along and we started getting these Terrans being added, like the Bull Terrans, like Raynor and Flymeo, and then Medino, it was just like it was absolutely great for me. And Nyokan joined as well in that time. So I finally got some Terran games to cast. And now this season, there's so many Terrans. It's so good. We've had a good diverse set of matchups this week, so I'm really happy. But here we go. Looks like we have got decent micro coming in from Last, able to take down most of these Marines. One of the tanks goes down. Medino not with great micro here. A little bit uncharacteristic of him, but managing to kill a lot of the Dragoons. So there is one benefit to that. He does have mines as well, so it's not going to be possible for Last to counterattack. Yeah, I should have showed the tank HP. That's a good idea for next time, so thank you for pointing that out. It's a really good idea. Okay, so Medino is... well, he does have his natural now. He's going to be transferring the SUV. Second factory is done. No armory just yet. I wonder if that's what this SUV is going to be for. But we've actually got... oh, he actually finds the probe. Oh, I thought the Vulture was going to get away. Oh my god, the Vulture's actually getting in the main. This could be a huge amount of damage. 1 probe. 2 probes. 3 probes. 4. Oh my god, this is so much damage. 5 probes. 6 probes. 7 probes. 8 probes. 9 probes. And the Vulture's still living. Okay, the Vulture is just going to lay some mines and try and run away. Oh my god, is he going to get 10 probes? Yes, he is. 10 probes. What a god. Medino. Godinho. It's incredible. Like, we saw 2 PVTs today where the Protoss player had a lead. And then all of a sudden, like... Vulture's getting your main and you lose like 12. We saw 12 probes when Scan did it and 10 when Medino did it. And it's just so much damage for the Protoss to be taking. Look at the worker counts. 31 SCVs for Medino and only 26 probes for Last. That's a huge deficit now. Yeah, Godinho spam. Okay, I mean, the good thing is for Medino here, okay, this is a little bit problematic. You need to make sure this tank doesn't get caught out. Oh my god, losing the observer to the turret would be huge. Nope, does manage to save it with 1 hit remaining. But you lose that observer. And look how little Last actually knows. He doesn't know anything at the moment. But that observer is going to get into the base, going to scout that it is going to be a 4 factory behind this. And this is going to be an incredibly strong timing push, knowing he's done so much damage to Last's economy. If he can get these 4 factories gone, you can already see Last immediately scouting, immediately puts up 2 gateways, because you need at least even to the factory count. But can his economy actually... Oh, he's actually going up to 5 gateways, sorry. I forgot about the forward one. But how do you keep up with Terran's production when your economy's that much worse? But Last is rebuilding probes like a madman. He's almost caught up with the economy of Medino. Medino's actually stopped creating SCVs. He's putting all of his money into these 4 factories. He wants to go. He wants to do a ton of damage. And let's see if he's able to do it. Now, the Dragoons are actually running out on the map. This is really unfortunate for Medino because he kind of... Oh, the mine! Okay, the mines are cleaned up. Kind of lucky, I must admit. There's a good number of tanks. He is resuming SCV production again. +1 is on the way. Academy is on the way. And a starport. So he's not going to look to do any major pushes. I thought he was going to go for a timing push. But yeah, CT1 said in chat, it's cross position. It's super, super risky. And he just saw the Dragoon count as well. But you can see the Vultures trying to find their way in. Trying to find any damage. But Last is not going to let Lightning strike twice. Perfect defense against those Vultures. Where's the Observer? How did he see that mine? Oh, it's above the Dragoon, okay. Okay, so the mines have been cleaned up, at least for now. 3rd base is up and saturated. No 3rd gas just yet. Let's have a look at the tech choice. There is a Citadel. This is going to be the Templar Archives, or at least there will be one. Yep, so it is going to be Arbiter play behind this. Not going to go for carriers. I think that's a really good choice on this map. There's a lot of recall space in the mains. Now, Medino is going to try and go for this push, and he's going to try and get a sneaky 3rd in the meantime. Let's see if he can make this work. Pushing while expanding is not always the best decision. You are putting 400 minerals into a command center, so you kind of want to deal with it, but there's an observer looking for a 3rd, and there is a drop. Oh my god, the drop's going to go into the main at the exact same time, and there's no units back here. This could do a huge amount of damage. The units in the middle of the map are keeping Last at bay. He has to be wary of this push. Now, has he seen the drop? I think the pylon just saw it. So the drop is going to come in the main. It's going to see all of the tech. The mines are going to go down. The tank is going to siege up. Let's see how much damage he can actually do. The zealot's going to eat all the mines because that's what zealots do. And the drop is going to get cleaned up. 1 kill, 2 kills. I mean, not great. There is going to be another 4 vultures get dropped in here, though. And they can deal with these zealots. Oh, the mine drag! Oh my god, all the probes have come back. Let's see how much damage he can do. He's killed 2 probes so far. Can he get some more? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, 7, 8. Okay, the cannon is going to clean up the rest, but there was more. Oh, there's another drop going down in the bottom. This is what Medino is strong with. He goes for drops absolutely everywhere, and he just picks you apart. Now, the probes did evacuate before too many died. Oh, nice mine drag. Now, unfortunately, the tank isn't in position to kill this Dragoon, but I mean, this tank is definitely going to go down, but the 3rd base is still unscouted. This is what Medino was trying to do. He just wanted to make sure that he was keeping Last at bay long enough. And he's actually got a work account lead again. So Medino's in a great position, gets another Dragoon for his troubles. And the tanks in the middle are going to be able to retreat. We've got double dropships still, both of them full. Let's see where he's going to go with them. Is he going to fly past that observer again? Yes, he is. So that's a little bit unfortunate. He doesn't know that's there. So Last is going to be able to defend this. You can already see there's going to be units sent back to defend. The units from Medino, though, are going to start pushing through the middle, creeping their way up to this third base. If Last pulls off too many units from this army to defend, all of a sudden, you push through into the third... Oh my god, the Dragoons are the mines, the mines, the mines! Okay. Oh, what? I thought that was a dead Dragoon, but apparently not. Okay, so we've got 3 Dragoons here. This isn't going to be enough to deal with 2 dropships worth of units. Especially with good target firing, but you can already see the Dragoon... Wait. Okay, there's more than enough Dragoons here now. This is 3 dead tanks. This is a big mistake by Medino. You don't really want to lose that many tanks, but look at the push. The third base is completely forfeit. The Dragoons actually got stuck where the mines were for some reason. And now it's going to be Medino with a huge minefield right out in front. Tanks in the back. And going to kill this third base. ReV have done an incredible job this series, and Last, he's got nothing but Dragoons. All the Zealots died earlier. This is so much damage to be taking. Oh my god, the goo! The blue goo! The tanks, they're in trouble though. But not without trading so much. Last has lost his entire army. But if Medino loses all these tanks, he's not killed the third base. Okay, more vultures coming in to reinforce this. Is there tanks? Imagine if that double drop was just with the army. Like, I guess he wouldn't have had so many units to get past, but there's more units coming down. Vulture mines at the front. More tanks. Oh, the mine going down. And this base is going to go down. Medino on 3 base again, soon to be 2. And he's getting a high ground position here. Can the probes get away though? He needs to target the probes if possible. He does get a good number of them. Let's turn the tab back on. It's only +1 for Medino, but there's an Arbiter here. Here goes the scan. There's already that many units left for Medino down here. He needs to kill this Nexus, and he needs to do it now. So he needs to focus fire absolutely everything. 218, 138, 128. It's only vultures. The Nexus is going to be saved. Whoa, Last is doing it. But more units coming down here from Medino. And there is 2 vultures going around the backside, checking for other bases. Are there any additional tanks coming in? Let's check the factory count now we have a chance. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 factories, 2 add-ons. Only 2 gas at the moment. He's adding on his 3rd gas now. There's actually a vulture up here. Vulture's just checking around for everything. He's still in... I mean, Medino is still in an amazing position. He's getting a bank already. He is a little bit supply blocked, which is a big problem. Oh my god, the vultures. Okay. I thought for a second he was going to run in the vultures and kill everything again. But there is an army here. He does have to obviously be careful now of the Arbiter. There should be a science facility somewhere. Yeah, so EMP is being researched. Very, very important. Oh, drop. My bad, guys. I didn't see that come in. The drop kills the Nexus. The 2 tanks do go down, and the Nexus gets rebuilt. But that's 400 minerals that Last cannot really afford right now. Now, there is a dropship. It's going to see the Arbiter. Is recall done? Or did he go for stasis? No, recall is almost done. So Medino needs to get some recall defense. He's already got a lot of mines, but this area has been neglected. And if they recall on top of your factories, it can be game over. So let's have a look. The vulture's still moving around, still trying to find any damage they possibly can. The probes are stuck up here, unable to mine. But he really does need to... Well, Medino doesn't necessarily need to do anything, but he can't let Last back in this game. Now, oh, he didn't get the EMP, but he didn't fire it. So he does keep the vessel alive. He does kill the Observer. EMPing this Arbiter would be absolutely game-winning at this point. Last is so far behind against Medino. This base has finally been scouted. Last is probably thinking, God damn, you had a 3rd base the whole time. Okay, now it's like Medino, I think, is going to have to float this command center, but he's already got the benefit from this base. Like, you know what's going to happen now? Medino is going to push, and he's going to go towards the 3rd base of the Protoss. The vultures are trying to get in the way That's really unfortunate. They were trying to get in the way of the probes that were mining, but they're not going to be able to. But all the SCVs, they're going to be able to get away from here. We are going to have the army of Last trying to get in the way of them, but I think most of them will escape, so not too bad. Let's keep an eye on the worker count and see how many workers he actually loses. It's too hard to count. I am bad at basic math after midnight. This is okay. Medinho is kind of like blind counting. Well, he's blind countering carriers, I think. He saw the arbiters. To be fair, the arbiters are kind of like the big power play. So if he can, oh my god, can he get an EMP? He does see it. He's going for the EMP. Let's see if he can make it. Does the EMP come into effect here, or is it going to get into the main? He needs to get it now. He needs to get the EMP. Oh, he whiffs it. The first EMP is missed. There's one more possible. And he gets it, but has the recall been casted already? No, it hasn't. Okay, so he does manage to save himself against that first recall. Last is going to try and go and expand again. But there is a vulture here that didn't fire for some reason. Had its back turned, apparently. But Medinho is going to take a close to third base. Should really opt to take this base as well, given the position he's in. And that'll make it a lot easier to defend against the recalls. But we do have a large number of units swelling around the middle of the map here for Last. Medinho is going to try and go around the bottom. There is a good number of units here for Last, though, so he does need to be careful. But here we go. There is going to be a big counterattack. There is a lot of units here to defend from Medinho. Medinho is going to go into the third base. I can see it from the minimap in the bottom left. But let's see how much damage Medinho is going to take. The observers have all gone down. Mines are now impossible to see. And Medinho is not actually pushing into the third. That's a big mistake. If he could have gone right there, right then. Last is mined out of his main. His natural is surprisingly filled still. I think it's because he ran out of well, he lost a load of probes early on. The command center has been lifted, and here goes. Medinho's actually going to pull his entire army, going to see if he can break his way through. He's found the dragoons, but that's not what you want your vultures right now, Medinho. He's going to try and stay on this little bit of high ground. Deep Matrix going down on that front tank. Nexus going up next to the gas. There's going to be some vultures heading on up there, but Medinho and Last are now on even supply. Medinho is also nearly broke. There is +2, 1 almost finished, and he needs to go for a push now. He needs to bankrupt Last. If he cannot do that, Last has a chance in this game. Okay, he's scanning ahead. He's going to unsiege these tanks and likely head towards the third, but there's another big counterattack coming in. There's very little back. Oh, wow, actually, he has a lot of tanks back here to defend. And he's going to be able to come in from this high ground with all of his Goliaths. A lot of blue goo everywhere. So much going on, it's really hard to see what exactly is happening with this engagement. So let's take it out further. Oh my god, the Dragoons are dying so quickly. The tanks from Medinho still idle in the bottom left. Some of them are going to push forward. So no, they're all going to come back. Oh, the Dragoons have all been cleaned up. That's the vast majority of Last's army. I think Medinho's done it, but they've traded so well. The supplies are so unbelievably even right now. There is okay. Oh wow, the Nexus got taken out at the top. Medinho is absolutely everywhere with these vultures, but still the third base holds. But this is when Medinho pushes. Look at that tank count. Look at the no units here for Last. I mean, there. Oh my god, a mine went off on 3 Dragoons. That is adding insult to injury. I think Medinho may have just done it with that move. He may have catapulted ReV into their first win in Season 2 against one of the arguably stronger teams in Season 2. When you look at the lineups, probes are being transferred away. Last knows something is up. Is there going to be a cool stasis? Does he have enough energy for stasis? I believe he has 1, or is it 150 energy for stasis? I cannot remember. Upgrade to 3-1. I did check that just before, but 3-0 for Last. The third base is going to go down. Last is going to try and expand to the top left. And Medinho is going to find it hard to push up there, but Medinho is taking his third base again. Setting up a good defensive position. And wait, what are the tanks firing at? The tanks are firing at the gas. Oh boy. Oh, stasis! Here we go. A lot of the tanks have been stasis. We're going to see last push in. Let's see how this is going to go. The Arbiter's going to go down. There's a lot of tanks back here, but the stasis tanks at the back, so important. Another stasis going down. Is Medino's army going to die here without him killing the Nexus? That is going to be a massive blunder. I thought it was all but one for Medino, but Last is doing an incredible job. Wow. Last cleans this up. His third base holds, but Medino's got another army in tow. The supplies still in favor of Medino. And there is this bottom base now as well, which I completely didn't see. But the stasis runs out. The Arbiter's already gone. The probes are going to get caught here. Medino doesn't know where the base is. Oh my god, he's actually got vultures up here to deal with this. 2 probes have gone down. 3 probes. 4 probes. 5 probes. 6 probes going down. And a 7th for good measure. This is such a scrappy TVP. What a absolute banger of a series we've had here. ReV, VT, whoever wins this final game, I have very much enjoyed this series. There is no Arbiter, I don't think, anymore, so there is no... Oh, there is one. He doesn't have enough energy for a recall, and he doesn't really have the units for a recall. Now, are we finally going to see a base get taken down by Medino? There's actually so many probes transferring into this. The third base is mined out. No state. Oh my god, he gets the stasis on the last second. 100 energy. All the probes are going to go down. The final units are definitely going down from Last. Surely. Surely Medino doesn't lose his army here. He's going to lose his army. Last is the king of trading. How is he trading this well every single time? The trouble is, he's barely mining. He's down to 1 base. Medino, however, has 2. More units coming in from Medino. He's going to try and save these ice cubed units. See if he can thaw them out, ready for the spring. And with this many mines, Last, I think, has breathed his last trade. I don't think he can get any more trading done. There's barely any units. There's more vultures here than any other unit on the map right now. And finally, Medino is going to kill a Nexus. Maybe not. Last is probably going to leave. Yeah, GG. Last taps out. And Medino wins game number 5. He takes the ace match. And you know what? He wins a great series. I am obviously very upset that, well, not upset as such, but I'm sad for Rapid because I could have done this series first and he could have casted it with me. But I wanted to save it till last because I knew it would be an amazing series. So, yeah, a little bit unfortunate there. But, of course, Medino wins that game. He gets the win for Clan Revolution. And most importantly, we got to see 3 absolutely incredible games in that series. So let's have a look at the results. If I click it quick enough, there we go. Abby took game 1, an absolutely exceptional game against DK on Neo Arkanoid. Last took down Medino in game number 2 in Carthage 3. That was a quick game. Then we had Forever versus Faust, which was a relatively long game. Not the best game of the series for sure. Then CRVT versus HCS was an absolutely incredible topsy-turvy CVP that if you did miss, go back and see it. And we saw Last versus Medino for one more time in the ace match on New Tornado. What an absolutely wonderful series. Thank you, Medino and Last, for that wonderful last game as well. And that, my friends, is 20 to 1. Luckily enough, I'm not at work tomorrow. If I was, I'd be in trouble. That's why I'd always cast on Friday. But once again, huge shout outs to Liquipedia, our wonderful sponsors. Matcherino as well. Just to do this one more time, there is 200 250-cent codes that you can use for Matcherino. So if you hit the Matcherino link, guys, knock in the code LSTPL, and you can give 50 cents to the prize pool. There's 200 codes from Matcherino that we've got. Make sure they all get used. The quicker we use them, they may even give us some more. So hit that code in LSTPL for Liquipedia STPL. Hopefully you had a wonderful time. Series 1, not the best series I've ever casted, I must admit. Series 2, a little bit better, but still a little bit one-sided. And Series 3, bueno. That was an amazing, amazing series. Thank you once again for tuning in, everyone. If you do wish to support the STPL, you can do it either via Matcherino, or if you want to support the STPL ecosystem as a whole, if you can, sign up to Patreon. You have obviously the option of subbing to this channel, and the best way you can support it, honestly, if you don't have the means to support it monetarily, is follow us on Twitter at STPLTV, sub on YouTube at STPLTV, and just watch the stream, guys. It's always good to see so many of you engaging in chat as well and enjoying the games, because that makes it all worth it at the end of the day. So huge thank you once again for everyone for turning out. And this is Kix signing off. See you on Monday for some more STPL action.